Did I do it? Absolutely not. How dare you? How dare you? These assumptions that you're making are baseless. They're absolutely ridiculous. How dare you? Alright, chat, how are we doing today? How are we? Who was first? I wasn't even looking. Oh, Jesus Christ! Jesus! I'm getting attacked! Oh my god! Hold on! Hold on! Oh my god, the game's starting. Hold on. Yo, that's not what I wanted right now. Calm down. Hi, y'all. How you doing? Oh, we're in a war zone. We're running right into it. Hi, how are we? Is it Friday? It's Friday, right? I'm playing for honor. Wait, who was first? Who was first? Let's run. Sinister Mushroom, congratulations. You get the extra special Ghostface bobblehead. First chatter award today. The music right now is the Wii Shop Bossa Nova music for an hour. It's on YouTube. It's incredible. You should listen to it. It's phenomenal. Hi, chat. How y'all doing? How y'all doing? I'm a little everywhere today. I got sent an email that suggested a fun little game for us, chat, and they gave it to me for free, and you know how much I love free games. You know how much I love playing free games. So I decided I would share it with y'all. It's a murder mystery circus game. I'm very excited. Oh, we had a lockdown at school. That's not good. Ross and Possum, I'm so sorry. I hope you're okay. I hope everything's all right. You know what? I'll try my best to be de-stressed. We're here today to solve a murder. A murder most foul at a circus most vile. But I don't know anything about this, and I'm very interested to see how this goes, chat. So, oh, I didn't even switch this over. Hold on. You're completely white. You're in heaven right now. Chat, I'm so sorry. Chat, I'm so sorry I didn't tell you. You've ascended. I'm so sorry that you had to find out this way. Oh, we're here. Wait, I think it's working. Hold on. Let me lower this volume. Holy cow. That's a big mood change. Hi, welcome to the stream. Hi, everybody. How are we doing? Is this too loud? Here, I can turn it down, I think. I think that should change the audio that you guys have there. How is that? Is that audio okay, chat? Let's give it a little old test-a-rooney. Is that too loud? It's Oh, okay, we're starting there. Perfect. Welcome to Death Trick Double Blind. I'm very interested to see what this game's gonna be like. Oh my god. Okay, so we see all the characters. They're all circus performers. Check this out. I'm not being paid to say any of this. I'm so serious. Okay, I'll turn it down. Look at this character above me. This guy. Whoever this is, right here. I don't know who he is, but I'm excited. I want his outfit. I want to be him. Also, yo, who's that guy? He's got a puppet on his shoulder. Okay, I'm excited. I'm hyped. It's gonna be fun. That's gonna be sick. Closest thing to a Merc sponsor. Yeah. Everyone, manifest a Merc sponsorship. Everyone just send some good vibes into the chat. Brush them out of your soul, your armpits, maybe, wherever you were keeping them. All right, new game! We're stabbing the ground. I believe I play a detective in this game. That's what I believe is happening. Here we go. New game. Obviously, we're doing voices for every character. Who do you think I am? Morgan's Traveling Circus is coming to Tulgi. What? Tulgi? Where is this? Am I in Europe? The Amazing Hattie. Performances every night. Oh, show delayed. That's a little awkward. Magician disappears for 4 days. Wrestling match on television. Whoa, this is crazy. Boss refuses to answer for Star Magician's disappearance. A call. A new case, maybe? It's Jack! I'm Jack! Oh my god, this is Jack lore. This is real Jack lore. Whatever happens, I'm so serious, this is real lore. Oh, I'm so excited. This is Detective Archer from Archer's Investigative Services. How may I help you? Here we go! Oh my god, I'm so excited. All right, this is it. I have to make it work. Hello? Come in. Oh, Mr. Morgan? An older gentleman sits behind the desk. He's so engrossed in his documents that he didn't even look up when I came in. Mr. Jones, I've been expecting... He stops mid-sentence after glancing up from the desk. Oh, apologies. I wasn't expecting other visitors. Moses Morgan is the owner of Morgan's Traveling Circus. So it's like Clue. It's like playing a game of Clue. Oh, this is gonna be real fun. So I'm gonna get all the information from each character and be able to solve the mystery. And chat, I've been told, apparently, that this game, which if you're interested in getting the game for yourself, you can do !game, and there's a link right there for you. But apparently there's 8 different endings. So I don't know how many times I'm gonna play this. I'm kind of excited. You know I like murder mystery. It seems like you have me at a disadvantage, Miss Jacqueline, but you can just call me Jackie? Jack? All right, Miss Jackie. Is there anything I can do for you? Sometimes conversations can feel like a battle, and you need all the weapons in your arsenal. Oh, fuck. Okay? A good conversationalist can wield every skill and weapon in their collection to accomplish any task. Ask questions, give answers, present evidence, spread gossip. This is your collection. Everything you need for conversations can be found here, separated into 3 categories: information, items, and people. I'm obsessed with this soundtrack. Oh my god. You can click these tabs on the top, or press left bumper and right bumper. Oh, shoot. Should I do... Nah, I'll use my mouse. I was gonna say I could do, handheld controller, but no, I'll figure it out. Okay. From there, choose an item and click the checkmark button, or press X on controller to present that topic and advance the conversation. Okay, choose an item after choosing one other one, and then connect those 2 to have a conversation. That makes sense. Cool. I love Clue. Me too. What's your favorite board game, chat? Clue would probably be my answer. Either that or Candyland. I was obsessed with Candyland when I was younger. Later, you'll be able to present everything in your collection to anyone you want. But for now, focus on answering the other party's questions and keeping the conversation flowing. Okay. This is like Autism Simulator. So this is about the situation at the circus. Since the disappearance of the Amazing Hattie, Morgan's Traveling Circus has been put under the spotlight. Yes? Which... Oh, a letter. Yes, there's something that needs to be taken care of. I received this letter a few days ago. I came as soon as I could. Jay, something's going on at the circus. I need you to watch out. If something happens to me in Tolji, please go take my place. I can't say more right now, but please, the show has to go on. The Amazing Hattie. Hydration check, chat. Ooh, Monopoly? Really? Tom, you would like Monopoly. I don't know why, but that fits you. It makes sense somehow. It's a little evil. He pores over the letter, brows furrowed. A letter from Hattie? She disappeared on September 15th, 1952. This Monday. What? What is she talking about? Something going on in the circus. I don't know, Moses. So, nothing's going on in my circus? If anything was happening, I'd surely know about it, don't you think? Oh, these animations are all beautiful. Look at these. It's so much more fun to look at than a static visual novel. You know what I mean? When they're like, oh my god, mid-show! Toad, have so much fun! Break a leg! It's gonna be great! Oh my god, that sounds so fun! Said the guy who likes the murder game. You're here, aren't you? God. If anything was happening, I'd surely know about it, don't you think? He looks shaken for a moment, but quickly collects himself. Sorry, that's another matter entirely, which I'm sure we will discuss. But first of all, why would she send this letter to you, Miss Jackie? It's Mr. Jack Archer, actually. Thank you very much. About me. I am a magician! A new one, freshly returned from my apprenticeship. And I'm also a detective, or I'm not a detective. So, me and Hattie. I don't believe I owe you any information about Hattie. Oh, help me understand who you are. No, that's what I was trying to say. I was trying to explain who I am. Okay, about me. Let's just say, well, because I'm a magician too. You said your name was Jackie? Never heard of a magician with that name. Do you know every magician in the country? At the beach with my wife! Oh my god, well, everyone bow down to Worm for being in such a much better situation than we are. Jeez, no, wait on you to keep your streak going. Proud of you for that. Also, Finks the cat, you followed right before I started streaming. I don't know if you're here, but thank you for following. I missed it. Do you know every magician in the country? Also, lucky you guys. This is just basically an audiobook for you guys. More or less, we don't get a lot of female magicians. I'd have heard about you by now. Or that mask on your face is practically asking for gossip. Excuse me? Small circle, huh? I get it. The Europeans are the same way. So you are European, but your accent is American, yes. I was born and raised in the States, but I went to France with my mentor to study magic. That was, what, 5, 6 years ago? Oh god, I was just a stupid boy who wanted to learn magic. You know me. I mean, I'm still a stupid boy, but at least I know how to do magic. Anyways, where was I? Yes, it was right after the war ended. The economy wasn't great, as you can imagine. Also, by the way, Jack in this character, in this situation, is just like a flamboyant magician detective. It fits. And imagine Angel Dust a little bit, who's also Transmask in my head. I stuck with it until I completed my apprenticeship, but then the circus shut down too. My family missed me and wanted me home, so here I am. I promise you I'm au fait with everything magic. I'm a professional. So, is that how you and Hattie knew each other? You know, we magicians need to stick together. I haven't finished Has Been. Honestly, I was thinking about it earlier today. I kind of lost interest in it. I'm gonna be honest. It was fun to look at for a minute. I'll watch it eventually, but I just got distracted by other things. Fair enough. Is that why she asked you to be here? To be her understudy of sorts? Well, that's one possible explanation. Or maybe she thought I could help her figure something out. This might have something to do with a particular skill of mine. You see, I'm a detective. The mind reading... Lorraine! It's me! Oh my god. Oh my god. Wait, I have a mind reading act. My signature trick is a telepathy act. People often ask if it's real or fake. Well, if I can give the right answers, does it matter if they come from mystical powers or good old human trickery? Okay, definitely you then. And I don't explain anything. Okay, so I'm just gonna explain my mind reading then. She contacted me because I have a particular set of skills. Well, one skill, but it can help me figure out what happened. Mind reading? Or a mind reading act? If you're good enough, there isn't a difference. So what, you close your eyes and say a spell, and then you can tell me where Hattie is? I'm a mind reader, not a psychic. In my head, I have one of those long cigarettes and like this big mask over my face. I'm a mind reader, not a psychic. I can only tell you where she is if you know where she is. Do you? Try it. You want me to try it on you? You have my permission. Okay, here goes nothing. Well, I'm trying, but your energy is resisting me. Right. I think I'm going to need a stronger connection. Can you give me your hands? Oh my god, this is gay! Can you see this situation? Oh my god, I can see this all panning out. He silently lays both of his arms on the table. I grab his wrists. His eyes are calm, his pulse steady. Now, say abracadabra. Seriously? You'll need to come up with something better than that. See? Your energy, resisting... I can't believe I'm going along with this. Fine. Abracadabra. Alright. Now I'm gonna ask you a very simple question. You don't have to say the answer, because I'll hear your thoughts. Sound good? Go ahead. Are you sure? I can't control my powers, so if there's anything you don't want me to know... Well, actually, now that I said it, you will be thinking really hard about them. I've stared down the barrel of a rifle in the jaws of a tiger. I can handle a little magic act. I want to hear that story about the tiger, but we will come back to that. Alright, if you're sure. Here it comes. Your magician, Hattie. How did she die? Whoa. His hands in my palms jerk slightly. Guess he caught himself before he pulled back altogether. But it's too late. In his initial surprise, his eyes flicked to my chest. Something through the heart. A bullet? The corner of his mouth twitches. No, not a bullet. A knife. His face turns serious. How? Through mind reading, of course. Duh! Don't give me that. I mean, mysterious disappearance. Come on. Are you trying to say this is just a wild guess? What about the knife? Well, a magician never reveals his secrets. Wait a minute. Let me just get this straight. Bye, worm. Have fun at the beach. You are a magician, and apparently Hattie suspected something was off in my circus and asked you to come here if something happened to her? And then she disappeared. God, chat, I'm seeing myself as this character so clearly. I'm wearing the coolest fucking outfit. I'm wearing a big-ass hat with a feather on it and a mask. And I got a real cool long thing. I'm wearing purple. Oh my god! And then she disappeared. So you came here and somehow figured out she was killed? Told ya. Mind reading. Okay, I've changed my mind. This is Jack Archer in a different universe. This is Jack Archer in a parallel universe. Somehow, I'm still not convinced about that. When did you find out Hattie was dead? Monday night. When did you receive her letter? A few days ago. Wednesday, I think. Came as soon as I got it. He takes a deep breath. This means... she knew she was going to die. This means she knew she was going to die. Or at least that she was in danger. As hard as it is to believe, you're right. But how is that even possible? Why didn't she do anything? Haven't you seen Promising Young Woman, Moses? Catch up! His lips quiver. I can see the doubt and disbelief on his usually impassive face. I feel bad for him. But I can truly rule out... But can I truly rule out he's the culprit? I don't think so. Not yet. Not yet! I clear my throat. And, as if that woke him up from a dream, he sits upright, his face returning to its normal stoic nature. So, the show is coming up, and I think there's a reason Hattie called me to take her place. We have a great opportunity here. I'm afraid I don't quite understand. I'm sure you're a great magician, but at this point I'm afraid no replacement can meet the audience's expectations. Well, good thing I'm not here to replace her then. I'm here to become her. I knew it! Oh shit. His glasses are real dirty. You're right. It must be a nervous tick. That's why I don't trust this guy. Why are you cleaning your glasses every 2 seconds, bro? What do you gotta hide, huh? You can't see clearly? That cognitive dissonance from a murder clogging up your eyes? I don't believe you. Huh? Let's talk about the plan. What plan? How many people know about the truth of Hattie's disappearance? For now, only my crew and the police. Are you sure there's no one else? Could they have possibly told other people? The police have no interest in letting news slip, and my people understand the gravity of this situation. I think it's safe to say we've kept the lid pretty well sealed so far. I guess that'll work. Would you please just get to the point? Well, let's say, hypothetically, what if Hattie wasn't dead after all? I can pinpoint the exact moment his face switches from confusion to understanding. You are going to be Hattie. Moses, you are so slow. Oh my god, how did you not put that together? Let's say the reason for her disappearance is that her face got injured in a practice incident, so now she has to wear a mask to cover up the wounds. You had this all planned out from the beginning, didn't you? Well, I am a magician. I'm not going to lie. Having Hattie come back, at least until we get the big shows out of the way, would certainly solve a lot of my problems right now. But I cannot in good conscience agree to this plan of yours. What? Sorry, what? Why? Come on, don't tell me you're sticking to some bullcrap about not lying to the audience or something. In case you haven't noticed, deception is kind of the nature of our trade. No, well that's not ideal, but I don't think it's breaking any non-existent code of ethics or anything. Then what are you upset about? Then why in the world would you say no? Do you enjoy being grilled by the press and customers every damn day? He crosses his arms. I don't know if this occurred to you, Miss Jackie, but the killer is still out there. Yeah, that's kind of important, huh? If I walked back in, they'd be a little concerned, but if anything, I think that'd be kind of sick. I think it'd be kind of a badass move. This crazy plan of yours will surely draw their attention, therefore put you in mortal danger. You're worried about me? I don't know. If I killed someone, okay, real talk, okay? If I killed someone, like at my work or something like that, right? I think they're dead. I lived through that. I go home, I come back a week later and they're there. I'm not touching them. I'm not coming anywhere near them. I'm leaving. I'm sorry. You'd have to be really, really messed up to want to kill someone twice. If they show up again, I'm out of there. Ghosts, goblins, and ghouls. No. You're worried about me? Aw, that's real sweet, but I can take care of myself. You don't understand. I will not have another death happen in my circus. Trust me, nothing is going to happen. How can you be so sure? Think about it. Whoever killed her was definitely counting on her to get out of the way for something, so my appearance is gonna put a wrench in their plan. What did I say? If it were you, what would you do? I have no idea. Exactly. You'd panic. Scramble with something to come up with something new, right? Exactly. That's when you make mistakes. A magician should never do a trick when you think someone else has seen through it. So you want to, what, talk to everyone, see what their reaction is? How's that going to help? Mind reader here, remember? I'm not some detective with a magnifying glass. I deal with matters of No! We're 20 minutes in! No! I deal with matters of the heart. Whoever did this must have a reason. But why? What was their relationship with Hattie? Do they feel guilty, proud, relieved? One may keep the evidence of their crime hidden, but their heart will always remember what their mind tried to forget. Oh, fuck. So if I ask them about Hattie, feelings will emerge. I think some interesting things might come up. That's true. Inquire about Hattie. What could be the killer's real motive? The first step to answering that is to entangle each circus member's relationship with the victim. I need to talk to everyone in the circus and inquire about Hattie. Can do. Oh, okay. Are you absolutely sure about this? I am fully aware of the risks. Besides, who am I to throw away someone's dying wish? The show must go on. Plus, if, or more realistically, when, the killer decides to come out, I have plenty of tricks up my sleeve to deal with them. Like a handgun! Or should I say, up my dress? Oh shit! Oh shit! Hold up. I forgot. I need it. Chat, smile for the camera. I forgot I need to do my snap streak for the day. Someone just messaged me screaming about it because they don't want to lose it. It's me. Yomp. Oh, the actual smile, Lorraine. Wait, that's so cute. Thanks, y'all. Preach. Oh my god, that's so weird. You guys are so cute. My little chatters. So sweet. Pat you on the head. You're adorable. Thanks, chat. Sorry. It's very important to people that I keep my streaks up. I will get messages that are like, don't you fucking dare lose this. I got a gun, Moses! Whoa, what are you? He jerks his head around to avoid looking. What, you got a problem? Seeing up my leg, Moses? No, look. I tap on the metal of the gun in my leg holster. He was so nervous. I was like, no, don't worry. I got secrets up my dress. He's like, whoa, whoa. Oh, yeah, what do you say? Very well. But I'm pulling you out at the first sign of trouble. Awesome, the plan's a go. Now, let's talk logistics. Alright, first things first, this thing we're doing, I'll have to explain it to the rest of the crew. They know about Hattie, so it'll be crazy if they see her showing up out of the blue. Of course, but you might want to leave out a few details. Yes, I'll just tell them it's my idea to get someone to play her until the shows are finished. Perfect. The switcheroo! I am going to take Hattie's place by impersonating her. This will placate circus customers angry over Hattie's disappearance, and hopefully draw out the person behind Hattie's death. Moses will tell the performers that it was his idea to hire me. Okay, so the murderer is probably potentially the crew, and they all know that I'm not actually the ghost. They're gonna know that I'm a fake. Okay, alright, so the ghost idea is off the table. Damn it. Secondly, I think you might pass as her from afar, but you're going to need everything on your side for everyone to believe it, especially with all the scrutiny you're going to be under. I've got hiccups. Stop it. I was just drinking water. Why do you curse me, God? It will help if you are in something familiar. You'll need to change into her costume. I was going to ask you about that. You need to go find Alice, our mechanic. Chad, I don't think you understand. I love Alice spelled like this. Alice... This name is what I was planning on, like, naming a child if I had a child. That was, like, Alice in Wonderland is my favorite fucking story ever. Ever! And the original name Alice, it's pretty, it looks nice. I especially like the I-C-E at the end. It's a very nice shape. But, like, this is cool. This feels medieval. This feels Greek. Alice, our mechanic. Your mechanic. Yes, Alice is in charge of our stage props and costumes. She also helps with pretty much everything that has to do with show arrangements. She's the only one besides the performers who knows what happened to Hattie. I'm sorry, but I can't really leave the office. I'm expecting someone important. Yeah, you mentioned... Who was it that you said when I walked in? I'll write you a note. She'll understand when she sees it. And here's a map. This time of day, Alice is definitely backstage. That little tent right beside the big top. Just introduce yourself, and she'll help you with the costume, and she'll tell you everything you need to know about your performance tonight. God, I'm like... You ever get sensory overload specifically on your fucking face? It's like everything's itchy, everything's overwhelming right here. I'm like, whoa, can we not? I can do that. Get into character. Oh, trust me, I'm in. Moses reluctantly agreed to my proposal to let me masquerade as Hattie. But the show can't start until all the players get into costume. So the important tasks at hand, find the circus mechanic Alice in the backstage tent and put on Hattie's old costume. Now, last thing. It's absolutely imperative that you don't go wandering around in the public areas before you're formally introduced to the audience. Got it. Can't spoil the surprise, right? We're walking a tightrope here. We can't let anyone spot you in an uncontrolled environment. Haha, walking a tightrope. Of course. Is that all? Yes. Get into costume, don't let the public spot you, and remember the performers know about the ruse. If we can manage to do all of that, maybe we'll pull off this crazy plan of yours. You're a great magician, in your own way. I'll take that as a compliment. Rightly so. Alright, unless you have anything else to ask me, you need to be on your way. Bye! Okay, let me leave. Where do I go? Map time. Woo! Microwave ding? Who was that? Who was that? This is Jack! Oh! That's funny that her name is Jackie. That's fucking weird. Ugh. My head hurts. Where am I? Now that outline looks a lot more like Jack. That's correct. I'm waking up in Tolji! Alright, think. Someone clearly did this to me. I need to find them and do something. Find my attacker. I woke up next to the train station by the circus. missing my clothes and some of my recent memories. Looks like someone whacked me over the head hard enough to knock me out. Who did it? Why take all of my belongings? Does this have anything to do with the case I'm investigating? I need to find the answers to these questions. Shit, I got fucking robbed. I need to figure out where I am and how I got here. But first things first, I'm going to need some pants. Oh. Yeah? Oh. Yeah, really? Did they have to take my clothes too? What was I wearing again? Shit, I can't remember. That's not good. Why can't I remember? Do I have a concussion? I'm sure whatever I was wearing wasn't worth much. Whoever took them must be desperate. Robbery victim. I woke up in a corner behind the trains without any money or clothes, but with some fresh head trauma. I think I was knocked out by a robber looking to make some extra cash. Okay, fine, we'll deal with that later. At least this guy left me with my undershirt and shorts and a smidge of dignity. They took his fucking socks, dude. Rough. Also, this is a little loud. I'm gonna turn that down. I get up from the ground slowly, cradling my aching head. As I rise, something small falls to the ground. A bobby pin? Must have fallen out of my pocket when they took off my jacket. A tiny double-pronged hairpin. Useful if for holding long hair in place or for a detective's inconspicuous lockpick. These were in short supply during the war due to metal rationing efforts. Interesting. Now fully awake, I stand awkwardly in my undergarments in an unfamiliar place. How did they strip him in public without making a scene? What if they stripped him on the train, in the train car, and then just, like, shoved him out? I feel like that would be the easiest place to jump someone, right? Is on the train. I take a peek around the corner. Not many people are around. I step out from behind the train cars and get a lay of the land. Huh. I have a feeling I'm not in San Francisco anymore. You're in Tulgi, my friend! What if Jackie killed Hattie? That's possible. At the very beginning, they were saying that the letter got there at a weird time. Of all places, why a circus? I look around to see if anyone's around to give me much-needed information. Unfortunately, only the chilly autumn air fills the field. But I spot something in the distance. A payphone next to a train station. Right there! Right, I can call Ruth. Hopefully she can tell me something about whatever case I was working on. I rub my arms for some heat and head to the phone booth. Is it really that cold, or is it just me feeling naked? I duck into the phone booth and close the door. Let's hope Ruth has some good news for me. At least tell me I have a hotel room nearby with some clothes or something. Shit, I'm an idiot. Of course I don't have a cent on me. Shit, no one around to help either. Maybe I'll get lucky and someone forgot to collect their change? No dice. Okay, only one way left then. If I can ground the transmitter, the circuit will work as if a coin is passed through it. I need something small and metal. Well, good thing I have a bobby pin. Oh. Dude, I'm a detective, but I'm shady. This is shady. This is a real interesting thing for me to be able to do. I mean, hey, more power to you. This is great, but that's interesting. Dialing. What city, please? San Francisco, California, please. The number for Jones Investigative Service. Jones on Market Street. Checking under Jones Investigative Services. Got it. Patching you through. Ruth! Ruth, I'm naked! Hello? Jones Investigative Services, how can I help you? I am a robbery victim. Well, I think someone hit me in the head. Oh, sorry, are you okay? Are you looking for help? No, I'm fine, but they took all my stuff, including my clothes. I don't remember why I'm here. What day is it? It's Sunday the 21st. And I think I don't remember the past few days. Sunday the 21st. Okay, so I'm assuming this is also the same day Jackie arrived? What if she fucking robbed him, dude? Because she said that Monday the 15th is when she died. So that was just last Monday. This is not even a week after her death. Okay. I'm sorry that happened, sir, but why are you calling this number? Do you need a PI's help? I'm afraid Detective Jones is busy with another case at the moment, so... no, I am Detective Jones. Yeah, I know, because I'm him. Detective Jones, I'm him! Bro, I'm him! What? Ruth, it's me. Seriously? Prove it. My birth date is June 6, 1920. My favorite food is goat cheese with cranberries, and my favorite middle name is Julius, because my mom likes alliteration way too much. What is my name? Jack Julius Jones? Mr. J? It's really you. didn't even recognize your voice over the phone. You idiot. You! Why didn't you just tell me it's you? What were you thinking? Sorry, I just thought I'd break the news to you in a fun way. Well, I didn't think about it. I'm sorry. Fun, he says. You're insane. Anyway, what's the situation over there? Are you okay? Do you need me to call someone to help? No, I'm fine. I mean, I need to find something to wear, and fast. It's kind of getting cold out here. I mean, whoever hit me took my wallet too, unless I didn't have it with me, which seems unlikely. Interesting. And my head kind of hurts. I think I might have a concussion. Should I talk like a 1940s detective? And my head kind of hurts. Think it might be a concussion. Can't be sure. I don't remember where I was staying, and if I need money to get there, then I'm kind of fucked. I kind of made this call illegally, too, but it's just 2 cents. I'm sure the payphone company can survive it. So, yeah, but other than that, I'm great. Sounds like quite a day. The last thing I remembered was when I was in San Francisco. I'm definitely missing a few days. Gonna need some catch-up if you don't mind. Ruth! Mr. J, with the amount of time your brain gets tossed around in your skull, it's a wonder you have enough mind left to be a detective. Well, that's why I'm the best person for the job. Keep telling yourself that. Anyway, I assume I'm here for a job. I remember something about a call from the Tolji. That was like 4 or 5 days ago. Seriously! Whoever knocked you out must have got in a good hit. I think I know the basics. I can give you a basic rundown of the... What, you're telling me that I have been out for 4 days, or you hit me so hard I lost 4 days worth of memory, because that is so concerning. Very concerning. I can't get over this. You've got to be a top tier hater to take someone's socks. You're absolutely correct. That's fucked of you. So much so you wanted to see their toes. You pulled their dogs out to the sky, bro. Bruh. About the case or about the client? About the client. Who's the client? Our client is Moses Morgan, the owner of Morgan's Traveling Circus. Anything else we know about Mr. Morgan? Not much. He isn't the usual P.T. Barnum type. From what I could gather, he's not really one for the spotlight. But he seems to have a good rep in the business. Popular in the industry. No major complaints against him. He's a suspect, chat. Definitely. Which could either be a very good sign or a very bad sign. I'm a detective! My brain is in detective mode. Well, I guess you could find that out for yourself. About the case? What happened at the circus? Their magician, the amazing Hattie, is missing? Since when? Wait, this isn't gonna work. I'm gonna show up and he's not gonna know. Oh no. Since Monday. Almost a week now. Why didn't they call the police? So the magician's been missing for almost a week? Why haven't they called the police? From what I understand, they did. Then why are they calling me? Hello, Cupcake Kid. Hello. You'll have to ask the client that. Okay, I guess I just need to talk to the client as soon as possible. Or maybe I already did? What a thought. I can't well go see him dressed like this. Please tell me you know where I'm supposed to be staying. Who do you think books all your rooms? Your motel is on Shermer Road, right next to the circus. Shouldn't be any trouble finding it. Alright, that's the plan then. Motel, get dressed, meet the circus boss. I need to look presentable first. Yeah, I need clothes. I'll get on it. Thanks, Ruth. See you when I get back to San Fran. And say hi to Thief for me. Don't let him steal too many sandwiches. Do I have a dog named Thief? That is so cute. Oh my god, that's like Will Graham core. Oh my god. Be careful. Wait until your mother hears about this, young man. I was hoping to avoid that. You should know better by now. That woman knows everything. At least hold off on tattling to her until I get the chance to do it myself, please. You're the boss. Wait, one more thing before you go. What? Be careful doing your detective thing in the circus. Yep, we already covered that. My head will remain intact for the rest of the investigation, I promise. I don't mean be careful with yourself. That's a lost cause at this point. I mean be careful with the circus people. You know, the circus people. What do you mean? Look, I had a cousin who was in the circus back in the day. The Carnies. It's almost like they have their own little secret society. They're insanely protective against anyone they view as an outsider. I'm gonna be honest, I definitely would have been in the circus. Definitely would have. They'll cooperate if forced, but they'll never tell you anything useful if they don't trust you, or at least respect you. So don't go all the way in doing your thing. What thing? I don't have a thing. Just don't be so you. It might make them anxious. Ugh, what does that mean, exactly? I can hear her sigh into the phone. You look like someone who wants to make mass arrests. But I'm not a cop! Just be more gentle than usual, okay? Try getting them to trust you. Easier said than done. Manipulator simulator! I can do this! I know. Ruth told me the Carneys are notoriously wary. Alright. Difficult investigation, you say. Never mind. I'm sure it'll all work out as usual, although I have no idea how you keep pulling it off. Anything else, boss? Nope. You better get going then, lots of work to do. Sometimes I think she only calls me boss to humor me. I steady myself and open the payphone door again. I peek my head out to see if anyone's around. But this time, I catch a glimpse of someone, and they're holding something awfully familiar. That looks a lot like my wallet, and the stranger, the robber probably, is rifling through it. I approach quietly, formulating a plan in my head. Oh god, how do I do this, chat? Do I knock him out? Swift punch! How many people vote swift kick in the nuts? How many people vote swift punch in the gut? How many people vote swift kick in the nose? That one's interesting. He's about 6'4". Fuck. Wide shoulders and arms like cannon barrels. As I move closer, it feels like his frame is blotting out the sun. No wonder he managed to knock me out. I'm not so egotistical as to think I could possibly beat him in a fair fight. And since I don't have any weapons or allies nearby, I only have a few options. Oh god. Oh god. Snatch it and run?! I want to snatch it and run. I'm gonna be honest, I think that would be fucking hilarious. I'm just gonna do it. You know what? I am this character. This character is me. This character does what I want it to do. I'm gonna book it past. I dash forward and snag the wallet right out of his gigantic hand. Hey. But before I'm able to get away, he snatches me by my wrist. Fuck. That's when I get a chance to inspect his face. Despite his imposing stature, he's obviously quite young. Possibly in his early 20s. Oh, I should have talked to you. Sorry, I'm just a little insane right now. I have brain damage. No one can be mad at me. He looks at me, clearly panicked and not knowing what to say. It took him a full minute to come up with the words to respond. It's not right. You can't just take someone's wallet. I almost can't believe the irony. Oh yeah? Maybe you should take that lesson to heart yourself then. It's not gonna be my wallet. It's not my wallet. Oh, it's not my wallet. This is so embarrassing. What does that mean? This is my wallet. You know it doesn't count as finders keepers if you stole it from me first. What are you talking about? I didn't take it from anyone. It was just on the ground over there by the train. Oh, it is my wallet. I was just trying to check whose wallet this is. That makes a lot of sense, actually. I'm so sorry for the misunderstanding. He scratches his head and laughs it off. Hey, don't worry about that. I'm sorry. What happened to you? I think someone knocked me out and took out all my stuff. So when I woke up and I saw you holding my wallet, well, in my defense, my head is still fuzzy. See, I have brain damage. No one can be mad at me. Probably concussion. You sure this is your wallet? You checked inside, right? It probably has my business card in it. Jones Investigative Services. He looks again and pulls out the card. Ah, when a mystery surfaces, call Jones Investigative Services. Why is this blotted out? Ugh, we really need a new slogan. Yeah, that's pretty rough. And over there in the pocket, there should be a photo of my cat. Thief is a cat! Thief is a cat! Oh, wow, that's so much better! Thief! Ah! I love him! I love him. I need to keep this detective alive, if only to get him back to Thief. This is the cutest thing I've ever seen in my life. Oh my god, that's his name. My friend found it hilarious because I'm a detective. He looked at the photo and smiles. Aw, little guy. His gaze lingers on the photo for a few seconds before putting everything back in its place and handing the wallet back to me. Well, sorry about that. Here you go. Rolf is sweet. He reminds me of Tyson, from Percy Jackson. I look inside the wallet. There's a name card, a photo, and, surprisingly, about $20 in cash. And a few quarters to boot. Oh yeah, there's the quarters. That's not a small amount of money. Probably a week's worth of salaries for an average worker. Yeah, $20 in the 40s? Yo. Or wait, what is this? 1950 something? I think I'm probably 30. It's old and beaten down, but it's mine. Okay, I got all that stuff. There's still 20 bucks in here. Yeah, you said you were robbed? Something doesn't make sense here. Oh no! Chad, I wasn't robbed. Someone stole my fucking identity. Wait, hold on. If someone's not stealing my, like, money, then why else would they need my outfit if not for it to be a costume, right? Minted? Wait, is minted? Someone teach me. Someone teach me. How do I use the term mint? Is that when you steal something? Is that a British way to say stealing something? Or European way to say stealing something? I've heard that before. I don't know what that means. I want to know. I want to be in on the cool lingo. Mint is one of my favorite things to hear other people say because it sounds so funny. Minted means rich. Interesting. So if something's mint, is it like, that's like good, right? Right? When you're like, ah, mint. Right? Okay, I've heard that. I've heard that before. I feel like I'm learning. Something doesn't make sense here. Occasionally, you may realize the information you have doesn't add up. Someone might be lying, or you might be making the wrong assumptions. Oh, that's where contradict comes in. That's cool! That's cool! We have the ability to consciously think about our actions. This is great. This is cool. Hi, Ash. How are you? Ashley! It is? Okay, I've learned. Okay, click on the labels at the top to switch between present and contradict. Choose 2 items from your collection that contradict each other and point out the logical inconsistency. This is so cool! This is so cool! One more note. You will still be presenting contradictions to people. Note who you're talking to. If they know nothing about what you're talking about, then the contradiction won't matter to them. Okay. Contradiction hint is turned on. Whenever a contradiction is available in the current NPC, the exclamation point will shake here to let you know. Cool. If you don't think you need help, no, I'll keep that on. I want the hints on. No. Don't tell me to turn that off. Now, what 2 pieces of information or evidence do not add up here? Try using contradiction in your collection to point them out. Okay. So, a leather wallet. Okay, I have to use contradict. Leather wallet. And robbery victim. That makes no sense, bro. Contradiction! A robber looking for money definitely wouldn't have left more than $20 of cash in my wallet. I thought whoever robbed me must have been looking for money. But there's still cash in my wallet. That would have been the first thing they'd take. Perhaps they didn't see the wallet fall to the ground? That's why they took my clothes? They couldn't find any money, so they just took whatever they could? No, that doesn't make sense, bud. That doesn't make any sense. You said you found it by the train? Yeah, it was sitting out in the open. I don't think they could have missed it if they were looking for it. Yeah, definitely. Go get food! That's a good idea. I'm actually also kind of hungry. I have a spicy chicken sandwich in my fridge I could warm up in a minute here. I'm having a good time. I don't want to, like, stop. I'm so into this. Rolf is so kind. Look at his sweet eyes. Look at his sweet little fidgets. He's a fidgeter, chat. Rolf is a sweetie. I like him. I'm surprised someone else didn't grab it before I did. Luckily, not a lot of customers come around here. Interesting. Guess it might not be about the money. I should correct my previous theory. This is so cool. Mysterious attack. Okay, cool. Cool. See, chat, this is a great lesson in how we can look at the information in our brains and go, not quite right. Let me readjust. Easy as that. What were they trying to do? Let's say this wasn't about the money. Then why attack me? Maybe they were just trying to embarrass you? Like a prank? Or threaten me? Tell me to get out of town and not investigate the murder is probably a guess. Well, mission accomplished. Can you think of anyone who might have it out for you? Funny, that's usually my line. Right, you are a detective. You could solve the case yourself, right? Perhaps. My enemies are too numerous to count. Oh god, he's really in here for that. But I don't think they'd let me off this easily. You call this easy? I'm still alive and have all my limbs, so yes. This is easy by their standards. It's almost like they weren't targeting me personally. Maybe they were trying to take some evidence rather than the cash, or they needed an outfit. I'm growing more and more curious about this case at the circus. And speaking of the circus, is there one more thing I wanted to... Oh, there's one more thing I wanted to ask you. You work here, right? Yeah, how did you... Well, the gloves and the scars... At first, I thought you'd just been in a lot of knife fights due to me suspecting your assault and theft, but once I realized that wasn't the case... You also said not a lot of customers come around here, which implies you're on the other side of that equation. Look at me being a detective. Oh my. A massive circus worker with a lot of scars from cuts or slashes. So you're the animal trainer. Oh, brilliant. Is that what detectives do? Don't give me too much credit considering how wrong my first guess was. That's on me. I should have been slower. I should have just had a discussion. Sorry for the whole assuming you're a criminal thing, by the way. Chalk it up to the concussion. Yeah, I was not thinking clearly. Oh, by the way, my name's Rolf. Our circus is called Morgan's Traveling Circus. Rolf! Rolf, like the sound that a dog makes. Looks like this won't be the last time I see Rolf. That's all that I can think of when I hear the name Rolf. Is I think of a dog named Rolf, and that it sounds like saying Rolf. Like it's straight up Rolf. That's how you say the name. It's just a dog bark. I love it. It makes me happy. If anything, I feel like it should be like the #1 dog name. Can you, Rolf? It'd be so funny. Nice to meet you, Rolf. You've seen my card. I'm a detective. People just call me Jones. I would go by Jack, but Jackie's the other character. I think this universe is if you took my 1940s Resonance story and it split in a different universe and Jack became 2 separate people. Here to, again, solve this mystery. I love it. Somewhere out there in the universe, Jack is solving mysteries infinitely. And infinitely, he will until I finish my fucking movie. Your boss must be Moses Morgan, right? Yeah, I guess you've heard of him. Well, you could say that. He's my client, actually. He hired a detective? Oh, are you here about Hattie? I believe I am. Oh. Wait, what if whoever attacked you is... It's a possibility, but I think I've left to enough... No, I will not flatline. I think I've leapt to enough conclusions today. Alright, this is such a mess. Well, if you're looking for a boss, he's always in his office. It's the small square tent over by the other end of the train car. But you should probably put on some clothes first. Do you have anything to wear? I'm gonna run into Jackie at the costumer. Oh. I'll be fine. I have a motel room nearby. Oh yeah, I forgot I have the motel. And thanks to you, I have my wallet back so I can get some clothes for myself if I need to. Cool. Sounds good. Let me know if you need anything. He hesitates before quietly making his next offer. I need to go, but you can come talk to me later if you want. You can find me in the Big Top at 1 p.m. or the fair at 2 p.m. I have shows scheduled then. Oh, interesting. They're going to be in different places at different times. That's kind of trippy. I will likely take you up on that. Thanks for the help. Really, I appreciate it. I bid Rolf goodbye and turn around. This is going to be a fun walk. What was the address Ruth gave me again? Shroomer Road? What, they doing shrooms there? Shroomer Road? Oh. Clock's a ticking, chat. It's 10 a.m. Oh boy. Okay, are we swapping back? Whoa! Okay, so is it every fucking hour that I'm gonna swap back? Oh, that's so trippy. Okay, can do. I can do that. I can do that. Oh, we're back to Jackie. I need to fucking blow my nose, though. It's driving me absolutely insane. Chat, oh my god. I am so excited to get nose surgery. You don't even know. Like jumping out of my seat excited to get that fucking nose surgery. I want this shit out of my nose now. I want it out now. I want my deviated septum to get broken into place immediately. Just... Okay, we're in Jackie zone. Remember the outfit. Long, big hat, feather, mask, cigarette. Okay. Moses asked me to go find Alice backstage. What did he say again? The small tent behind the big top? Perfect. Ooh, whoa. Okay, cool. Wait, hold on. So, this is where the train was. I would assume this is over where the detective was. There's fortune teller. Dude, I even got it right. Look, fucking big hat with the feather. How did I... Hello? I'm impressed. Hi, sour loser. No worries. I'm so glad that you're here. Do you wear that thing you put in it once? I am so genius. I have a psychic sense. You know what I'm talking about? Lorraine, are you talking about the things that expand my nose? Yeah, the big yellow things. I do when I go to sleep. However, they make me look ridiculous. So I don't wear them in real life. Chad, do you know, though? There's a chance that my nose is going to change shape during my surgery. I don't know how accurate that's actually going to be because he said that most people can't notice, but he said that it might look, like wide, which is weird. I don't know how that's going to be. That's going to be interesting. We'll see. It's backstage. Alice! Backstage is actually just a small tent behind the main performance tent. I slip in from the back and pull the curtain. It's not exactly tidy, but it's significantly cleaner than I expected. A splash of loud colors compete for attention, from outlandish costumes to wildly patterned fabrics. Beautiful. That's my dream. Various fantastical stage props are piled around the small room, making it look like some sort of fairy tale storage facility. If you've ever been as a theater kid, I know that I'm so sad. Ambiguous, or was it? Oh, I feel so bad now. Who was doing a show earlier? Oh, holy cow! A young woman pops out from behind one of the big boards. But if you've ever done like theater, that's what the set rooms are like. Prop rooms. They are just magical. Oh, theater prop rooms are incredible. Is this Alice? Alice pops out from behind one of the big boards. A string of soft clinking and clattering follows her movements as tools rattle around in her pockets. She eyes me up and down, obviously wondering if I'm supposed to be here, but decides it's against speaking first. You must be Alice. She nods once. Okay, Alice looks so cool. Also, looks like a Tumblr girly. Alice actually looks a little bit like a they, them. I'm gonna be so honest with you here. Great, I'm Jackie. What are you doing here? I'm sorry, Alice is hot. I'm sorry, I'm a little nervous. Your getup is just like my favorite thing. I don't know how to explain this to you guys, chat, but that's Bunny. I don't know how to explain this. The energy, it's all Bunny. I'm just gonna screenshot this because that's hilarious to me. That's my type. Hot. I have to get into character. Listen, hello. I have to explain. I am going to take Hattie's place by impersonating her. Mr. Morgan asked me to come here. Here, he wrote this note. He said you'll understand. I hand her the note. She scans it quickly, shakes off her disbelief, then parses it again. I'm surprised that the paper isn't bursting into flames from the intensity of her stare. Is everything okay? Huh? Is everything okay? Oh, yes. It's okay, I guess. She stares at the ground in stunned silence. I just can't believe... What is he thinking? Dressing someone up as her? He didn't even tell us about this. Sorry, this must be weird for you. I'm just gonna be nice. Sorry, this must be weird for you. Sorry to spring this upon you. I can't imagine what you feel like. Were you pretty close? This must be weird. You don't feel like her. Don't look at me like that. I'm sad, Alice, please. That's because I'm not. I'm just gonna pretend for a bit. Are you okay? This just doesn't feel real. I never thought... How did everything come to this? Is this really going to work? Okay, you're definitely not a suspect. If anything, I feel like you are kind of gay. I feel like you and Hattie were a little gay. If anything, that's all I'm picking up. You seem a little sad. We'll see. But first, I have to get into costume, so to speak. So to speak, and actually, yeah, right. Moses wants me to help with the costume. Yes. She looks me up and down. Is that a problem? I think you'll fit into her old one. Can I take some measurements? Sure. I'm still stuck on the awkwardness of the conversation we were having. Why am I pointing at you? Sorry, Lorraine. Hey, listen! It's because she's right there. You lower, whoop, right there on the head. I'm still stuck on the awkwardness of the conversation we were having, but once work came up, she forgot about all discomfort and began moving with purpose. I think everyone who worked in the fucking circus was autistic. That's just what I'm saying right now. Before I could fully respond, she's already rummaging through her little pouch and pulling out a tape measure. Can you stand with your back to, the shelf over there? I need to see how tall you are. She charges toward the corner with the large shelf and clears a place to stand. Yeah, let me just move, the eye out of the way. You can stand here on the right side. Back straight, please. Yep, like that. I put my back to the shelf as she pins one side of the tape measure under the bottom and stretches it to the top of my head. With her short stature, she has to resort to getting on the stairs next to us to read the results. Looks like you're right around 5'8". Hattie was 5'6". I could have told you that. My height, I mean. Sorry. I just like to measure things myself. She snaps the tape measure back and pulls out a soft tailor's tape from her pouch, wrapping it around my shoulder and waist. Hold your arms straight out to the side. With a tape measure in her hand and numbers scribbled on her notebook, she now looks comfortable and self-assured. And comfortable. She's in her zone. Comfortable, self-assured, and also comfortable, chat. She's in her zone. Alright, I'm done now. I let out the breath I've been holding and relax my hands. She's jotting down something quickly on a notepad while clearly forming a plan in her head. I think we can get away with doing a few adjustments on her, on the costume we already have. Did you call the costume her, or are you being sus? So your shoulders are a little wider, but nothing to worry about. I can do a couple of things to give you some breathing space. What's your shoe size? I'm not sure. What, you know your height but not your shoe size? Yeah, how can you not be sure? Aren't measurements in the States different? Right, you were in Europe. She ducks into the pile of stuff on the other side of the room and emerges with a pair of purple high heels. How's this for you? I sit down on the stairs and try squeezing my foot in. My toes are screaming. Me with any pair of heels. I feel like one of Cinderella's evil stepsisters. Yeah, you probably don't need the heels given your extra height. Let me see. She scans the room and releases a little "ha" when she finds a pair of black knee-high boots from the far corner. Perfect. I think these were Chip's, actually, but he's a short guy. Excuse me. Try them on. Let me know if they're too large. I can add insoles or stuff them. I slip them on. Pain-free. Ah, thank you. Much better. But the color, does it go with the costume? Black goes with everything. True. Wait, I think I have some of the dress fabric left. I sit there while Alice works her magic on the dress and the boots. I stare dumbly while she pulls out a pair of scissors from her tool belt and goes to work. First, she carefully removes the zipper from the back of the dress, hidden under the ruffle, and replaces it with a ribbon, lacing to give it more width. Next, she cuts long stripes of the purple fabric and delicately wraps around the boots. Next, she pulls out the glue. Noticing me staring, she looks a bit embarrassed. Sorry, you're just so hot! I know it looks silly, but the glue really works at a pinch. Of course, she's right. With just a few touches of the glue, the fabric adorns the boot like it's always been a part of the costume. Alright, can you try these on and let me know how they fit? In the blink of an eye, she lays out the dress, the boots, a pair of gloves, and a top hat all on the sofa. Oh, so I was already in the costume. Like here? Where else? We're backstage. She wants me to change in front of her? Alice! Oh my god, okay. Oh, you mean like in front of me? Sorry, we don't have a changing room or anything. I'll look away if you want. I'm just gonna change behind that big cardboard, okay? Cardboard. God, we used to call things cardboards. Holy fuck! I don't even think I've ever thought about that before. A cardboard. Oh my god, that's wild. Bro, that's crazy. What? Okay. Wow. I have to crouch to fit myself behind it, which is not the easiest position to be in when putting on a dress. Do you, need help? You know, with the lacing or something? She's clearly not keen on helping, but probably feels compelled to ask out of obligation. No, I'm good. Almost done. With some awkward shuffling, I'm pretty sure I finally got everything on. I'm just not sure how I could get out of it without some significant wiggling. Okay, I'm done. Alice scans me up and down. Her eyes are on me, but they're 1,000 miles away. Alice? Yeah, everything fits? Everything's fine. Great, actually. That's it then, I think. Do you want to take a look? She gestures to the makeup mirrors. I peek. I want to see. Oh my god, I'm slaying right now. Oh. The boots are giving. I hardly recognize myself. Whoa. Looks... I know. Yes! So, I'd be keeping this for the big show tonight? Sure. Hattie's costume. A magician's getup, complete with a top hat and gloves. That is so sick. I would wear this. I just need to not think too much about the fact that I'm technically wearing a dead person's clothes. Oh, that reminds me. We should talk a little bit about show arrangements. The big show starts at 7 p.m. every night and goes until about 10. Okay, I haven't inquired about Hattie yet. I gotta do that. The ringmaster does a routine to introduce all the performers up front, but since your appearance is supposed to be a surprise, I think it'll be better for you to only do the closing act from 9 to 10. come back here at 8 p.m. so we can go over last-minute arrangements. Shouldn't I talk through that with, like, the person who runs the show also, when I should be showing up? As Hattie, I need to pull off a surprise appearance and closing performance for the big show. Okay, I can come back here at 8. Everyone will be in the big top watching the show, so you won't need to worry about someone seeing you. Okay. What set are you planning to do tonight? Do you need anything for props? I'm still trying to figure all that out. Do you mind if I ask you a few questions? What does that have to do with your performance? Well, I'm new here and the boss is busy, so he didn't really tell me that much about everything that's going on. I can't decide on what to do if I don't have the full picture of the circus and what the audience will suspect. Oh, here we go! Now I get to be manipulative. Because they don't know that I know Hattie. I don't think that's how it works. Come on, we'll just chat a little bit, like friends. Unless you're busy, I can come back later. No, it's fine. I need help with something at 11, but I have some time, I guess. Oh, thank you so much. Shetty, you are a sweetheart. Is that French? Never mind, I don't even want to ask. Ah, I am gay! I am gay! I'm gay for Alice! Oh my god. Hi, Yana. I'm so sorry about your streak. Alice is so cute though, right? You have to just agree, Alice is so cute. What do you want to talk about? Time doesn't wait for anyone. In one time block, you can only have a limited number of chances to take action. Oh, fuck. Uh-oh. Okay. It's measured by action points. 4 out of 5 action points. You can see how many are remaining. Performing actions such as using collection to inquire or contradict costs points. Oh, no! Okay, that's complex. Okay, so I can only ask about a couple different things. I have to be real careful. So can I ask about Hattie? I can ask about... So what was Hattie like? I can't ask about Hattie. Okay. I figured since I'm gonna be her, I better know a bit more about her, right? She closes her eyes and turns away, hands still clutching the strap of her bag. They were so gay! I don't know what to say. Come on, you worked together for years. Judging by your earlier reactions, I'd wager you cared a great deal about her, right? Right? No, yes. I'm just... We're colleagues. Everyone here cared about her. Oh, you're gay. She finally looks back at me in the eyes. It's just... No one could have ever imagined something like this happening to her. Almost as if she's afraid I was going to open my mouth and ask more, she moves on to the next topic. Sorry. So, Hattie... She was a really good magician. Wish you could have seen her perform. The crowds loved her. She was a true star. That's why we're mad she isn't here. Well, that's what I'm here for. Her eyes snap up and she bites her lips, suddenly looking infuriated. No, you are not listening. You don't understand. Hattie was irreplaceable. You can't take her place, not with the dress or the hat or whatever. Whoa. That's going a bit too far, don't you think? What would Hattie say to that? She lowers her eyes, but her eyes remain fiery and stubborn. She would have agreed. You sure about that? Her teeth clench. You don't know Hattie. You can't do her tricks. You're only here because she's gone. I knew Hattie, actually. Oh, I am telling her! Oh god, I didn't know I was gonna do that! Huh? I knew Hattie before all of this. But I've never heard her mention... Oh, gay! It's not important, though. You're right. I can never become Hattie. I'm not her. Sorry. It's not... I don't mean it as anything against you. I'm just having a hard time with... I just don't think anyone can take her place, or that anyone should. Irreplaceable. Alice says Hattie's position as the star magician of Morgan's traveling circus is irreplaceable. She insists that Hattie would have agreed with her. Interesting. She shakes her head. That throws doubt on Hattie possibly sending me a letter. Possibly. I don't know about that. I don't trust that. Never mind. It's silly. Sorry if I was... I don't mean to offend you. No, I apologize. I overreacted. Okay, we get another one. Inquire about Hattie. I've already asked her. Okay, so I have a couple more moves. Let's ask about why she's irreplaceable. When you said you think Hattie's irreplaceable... Yes? I'm sorry I said that. I didn't think about your situation. No worries, but I'm just curious what you meant by it. Do you mean her skill as a magician, her fame, or simply just her as a person? I don't know. I'm being stupid, I guess. I know the circus needs someone now. I just wish this had never happened. I'm not being fair to you. I know. She pauses. Her nails are digging into her wrist. So, what about you? What's your plan? Plan? I mean, you can't dress like this and call yourself Hattie forever. Oh, no, this is temporary. So once this blows over, you're gonna be performing as Jackie again with us? You mean like in the circus? Traveling with everyone? She doesn't know about the letter yet, among other things, so it's probably best to be vague for now. I don't think so. Nothing against the circus, but I'm not sure I'll be sticking around. So what's the point? You're just here to masquerade as a dead person? That's... And then whenever the press or the people stop caring about this, you're just going to disappear? What? Her anger catches me completely off guard. I thought you didn't want a replacement. It's not about that. What will people think about Hattie? And... Breathe in. She's grieving. Breathe out. I can't blame her for reacting emotionally. And what happens to the circus then? We'll just be left hanging without a magic act? Hey, I understand the frustration, okay? I get that everyone here must be concerned with all the uncertainty. But Moses only asked me to be here to handle this emergency. Everyone will have to decide how to move forward from here, but we don't have to do that right now, okay? She blinks, as if a fog is clearing from her mind. Sorry, I don't know what... It's okay. Can we please talk about something else? Ugh, sorry. Yeah, oops, that's a little rough. My bad. Yikes. Let's see. Talking about something else. Situation in the circus? No, not her. Let's talk about the costume. Why not? This is a great costume. Did you make it for her? Yeah. I mean, it's just a dress. True, but it's a magician's dress. Not a lot of people have done that before. Of course, they were all men. Was it your idea to wear the top hat with the dress? No, that was all Hattie. All the old school magicians wore suits and top hats and gentleman stuff, you know? So when she started out, she just wore what ladies wore. Fancy evening dresses and the like. But those were a bother to move around in, and we had quite a bit of trouble taking care of them. Turns out, cramped train compartments are not the best place to store gowns. So she said she wanted to try something more modern. An hourglass silhouette was in fashion, so we went with little shoulder padding, pencil skirt. I was worried it wouldn't look like a magician's outfit. You wouldn't look at that dress alone and scream magician, right? Seems like a reasonable concern. You know what she said? She said no one would ever look at a woman's dress and think magician anyway, so what she wore didn't matter. Slay, Hattie! Oh my god! I can tell we're a big fan of Hattie. I don't know who took her out, but she's on a list somewhere. Clearly, she's too big of a bad bitch. Too much of a bad bitch. No. She had a point. Yeah, absolutely. Someone took her out because she was too cool, dude. She said, I don't need them to look at the dress and say magician. When I'm done with the performance, they will look at me and say, that's a magician. Oh my god, Hattie sounds so fucking cool. Wow. I know. And that's when she became ringmaster, too, so she told me to skip out on the other stuff. She'd just wear the hat with the dress. So we all agree that they're fucking gay, right? Like, she's in love with her. Alice is, like, in love with Hattie, like, in love with her. Yeah, sounds like she had a lot of her own ideas. Yeah, that was Hattie. Always thinking of something new, always looking for a new angle. She bows her head. Take care of the costume, okay? Last one. Can we ask about Moses Morgan? Well, let's ask her about herself. Moses told me you work the magic around here. Me? I don't perform or anything, I just make stuff. What kind of stuff do you make? Props, mostly. I paint on boards a lot. Oh, I also make some of the costumes, I guess. Not anything fancy with sequins or leather, but the regular stuff. Okay, we agree. Very gay. Okay, I'm glad we're all on the same page. So gay. I mean, like, this outfit alone, I feel like is enough to be like, wow! Yay! Sorry. I also, fix things, so if you have something that's broken, you can bring it to me and I'll try my best. Don't sell yourself short. That sounds really awesome. I've never met anyone who handles so many different tasks at once. How did you learn these things? Well, I kind of just picked them up here and there. I learned most of the technical stuff from the old mechanic. He's retired now. And, well, I knew how to draw before I came here. Gay! Before you came here? Yeah. Someone in my family is an artist. Okay, lore. We're getting background lore as hell. Well, he knew how to draw. I don't know if that makes him an artist. He definitely likes to think he is. A wry smile passes her lips, but her brows narrow. I hated drawing. I hated the way it smelled. I hated the expensive paints. I hated the other artists who would host parties in their tiny houses with their wives running around, scouring cupboards for enough bread for everyone. I hated all the time he'd spend staring at a blank canvas trying to come up with something he'd never get into galleries. Is it your dad, I'm assuming? He'd rather do that than take a job to make an ad or anything of value. When I came here, I said I would do anything if they just let me stay. And Howie, the old mechanic, just looked me up and down and asked, "Can you walk a tightrope 20 feet high in the air? Can you juggle balls, clubs, and knives? Can you stand on horses? How about carrying 150 pounds of luggage, cooking meals for hundreds of people in a tent, doing people's hair and makeup without electricity and running water?" And I couldn't do any of those things. He said, "Then I don't know how you can help us." I said I'd learn. He said no. I said please. He told me to go home. Finally, I said I can draw. He said, "Well, why didn't you just say so? We need someone to do the posters." So yeah, the fact that I knew how to draw was the only reason that got me hired. I was too young to do any sort of useful labor, probably too old to learn any of the tricky performances, so drawing was the only thing I had going for me. My god, that's so me-coded. It was the only time I ever felt lucky for what he does. End of turn! Oh, okay, shit. She looks away for a few seconds. A silence hangs between us. I can tell she's getting a bit tired with these questions. Sorry, I don't mean to keep you. Did you say you had something to do? She takes a discreet little sigh of relief and replies with more spirit. Look, this has been... I hope I helped, but I really gotta go. There's a puppet performance at the fair in the next hour, and I need to go find Echo and check if the calliope is working. I should be done in an hour or so. If you have any other questions or anything else you need, come back and find me then. Okay, thanks for everything. I might have missed a contradiction. Ding! Back to the detective. Time to get my clothes from a motel. I make my way to the hotel, trying my best not to draw attention to my attire, or lack thereof. Luckily, it's a quick walk, and I think everyone's too enthralled by the circus acts to pay much attention to the homeless-looking guy. The people at the motel recognize me. I tell them my key was stolen, so they provide me a replacement. After a small service fee, of course. With all the trouble and the humiliation and the physical peril, this job better pay like Rockefeller himself hired me. I open the door to my room. Everything seems undisturbed. Oh, fuck, but wait, hold on. If someone stole my key, that's also hella sus, because I've been here for days, apparently, and if someone stole my key, that means they got into my room and could steal my shit. I put on a change of clothes and look around the room. The key to any good detective work is observation. When you see the magnifying glass icon on the left side, it means you can enter investigation mode. It will cost you 1 action point to enter investigation mode, but once you start investigating, you can move your cursor around and look at everything in the scene. Good to know. All notable items will be highlighted when you hover over them. Press the highlighted item to get a detailed description. Sometimes if something's particularly noteworthy, it may be added into your collection. When you're done, click on the exit button to leave investigation mode. Okay. What is this? What is this? What's this? What's this then? What's all this then? Some sort of flyer? I'll pick it up for a closer look. It's a flyer for the circus. Morgan's Travelling Circus, that's the one. There's an elephant, a dancing horse, an acrobat, a juggler, and a dark-haired woman in a purple ruffled dress holding a top hat, front and center. The text in front proclaims, "Performance every night by," with a flowery signature from the amazing Hattie. I think that's our missing person. Circus flyer! A colorful flyer from Morgan's Travelling Circus. It advertises performances every night by the amazing Hattie. Okay, what is all this then, huh? Finally. I never thought I'd miss the feeling of clothes on my skin so much. Most of my belongings are still neatly in the suitcase. I don't even remember what I packed. It looks like a few days worth of clothes and some of my tools, ropes, handcuffs, binoculars, stuff like that. I don't think I'll need them for this case. Okay. Oh, what's this? What's all this? A map of the local area and a phone book. Looks like I was doing a little research when I first got here. Okay. Generic hotel nightstand. First thing I checked when I arrived with the drawers, they were all empty. The ashtray was conspicuously empty too. Either they already cleaned it out, which would make them move which would make them the hotel with the best service in this continent, where I didn't even have time to enjoy a cigarette when I got in. Anything else? My coat! My trusty trench coat! I'll put that on before I leave. It's good for a cold or rainy day. It's breathable and light, it blends in easily with the crowd, and perhaps most important of all, it looks great on me. And people wonder why my wardrobe is full of them. Oh, I have more than one trench coat? Jeez. Okay, I think that's about it. Doesn't look like there's anything else to notice. Unless I'm missing something down low. Okay, nope, unless... What is this? What's all this? What's all this? No, can't pick... Okay. I got it all! Alright, I think I've got everything I need. It's time to meet the client. Are we done here? When you see the map icon in the left side, it means you can choose to move to another location. Simply click on the icon to choose the location you're ready to go. In the future, you'll also be able to choose which location you want to go at the beginning of every turn. That's cool! Okay. This is like Clue. If you wish to move from one location to the other in the middle of a turn, it will cause you an action point. It's like Clue and D&D all together. This is so cool. Okay. Clearly this is where I need to go, so let's go to the office. Come in! Moses! I can't be sure if I already talked to him. Let's let him make the first move. Hi, Yasmin! What business? Blah, 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 blah. Look at you guys, distracting me. How dare you? Sorry, chat. I love you. I'll pat you on the head. There you go. What business brings you here, Mr... Huh, so he doesn't know me. That's good, but also odd. If I didn't come here to meet him, why was I here? Is there something else I was supposed to meet? I am Detective Jones. Private Investigative Services. Well, I should ask you. After all, it was you who called us, Mr. Morgan. Mr. Jones from San Francisco. Yes. Ah, add it to the collection. Very nice. I got it, okay? I understand I'm here to investigate the disappearance of your magician. Well, not quite. You see, there were a few details I didn't want to mention over the phone. I was hoping to let you know in private when you got here. Hi, silly guy. No worries. So, sorry that you're late. No worries. Attendance is only taken on Saturdays, so you guys are chilling. Also, hi, welcome in if you're just joining. We're playing a detective murder mystery game, kind of like Clue, kind of like D&D. I am eating it up right now. It is so much fun. Definitely going to be playing this again tomorrow. Oh my god. I was hoping to let you know in private when you got here. To be honest, I was expecting you here a little earlier. The situation's evolved since our last call. I apologize, there was an incident. Regardless, what do you mean, not quite? Do you know where she is? He sighs. I trust that there's no need to say this conversation must remain strictly confidential. Yes, of course. Well, then there's no easy way to say this. Hattie's not missing. She's dead. What?! That's certainly one rather significant detail to omit. Wow, chat. Wow, can I not speak? I'm not getting a single flatline. I refuse. Sorry, but I hope you understand. We don't really have another choice. The circus isn't ready to handle the consequences of that announcement, particularly when we still don't even know who the killer or the motive. You're sure it's murder? Murder. Yes. She was found with a knife in her chest. Do you need help with those glasses, bud? They seem a little dirty. 1952. Okay, it's 1952, so I'm 32 years old. About the crime scene. Where did the murder take place? Can I go see the crime scene? Well, about that. There is actually no crime scene anymore. You did not! You didn't do the one thing, right? You didn't do the one thing. You wanted me to solve a murder. You didn't do the one thing that you shouldn't do when you want a murder to be solved, which is fucking touch or remove the crime scene. There's no way, right? There's no way you did that. There's no way you did that, because if you did, you're gonna be like super suspicious looking, right? You realize that? Excuse me? What does that even mean? Well, the day it happened, we were busy setting up the circus. Most tents weren't set up yet. The only one we had was a small temporary tent for short-term storage. And that was the crime scene? Yes. We had to take it down because the circus had to open. So we have nothing. The police did take a photo of the scene. Here's a copy. That is so intentional. That is personal. Extremely personal. Wowee! Okay, also her eyes are still open. That's awful. Oh, I can investigate. Were there any fingerprints on the handle? I asked that too, but no. They couldn't find any fingerprints. So the killer was either wearing gloves or it was wiped clean. How about the knife? Do you recognize it? It's circus equipment. It's one of our custom-made throwing knives. I don't know much about the details, except they're extremely sharp and well-balanced for throwing. I do know it still takes incredible skill to hit your target with enough force and accuracy for it to stick. So, who's your knife thrower, bud? And is he still employed? Should we be really concerned? There might be one thing you're missing. What's that? The murder weapon is a throwing knife, but that doesn't mean the killer actually threw it. Very true. No one witnessed the act. For all we know, they might have just tied her to the board and stabbed her through the chest to make a point. Right. She's a magician, right? So if the whole thing is for magic, that kind of makes some sense to me, where they're like, maybe that's the point. A nice piece of misdirection for the killer, perhaps. I love when I play these games and I say what the detective's gonna say right before he does. Oh, man. Maybe there's something more to the knife throwing. A symbolic reason? I can't be sure yet. What is that board? You know what that's an act we do. It was Hattie's signature performance, the knife-throwing act. I thought she was a magician. Someone would be tied to the board, and she'd throw knives at the board without hitting her partner. The crowds love it. Oh, she was the throw. Okay, that's even more personal. This is, like, way more personal then. Could this have been a practice gone wrong? There's just one problem with that. Hattie's the one throwing the knife, not the one being tied up. Yeah. So it's symbolic, it's metaphorical. She's swapping positions. They're putting her in the opposite scenario. On purpose. Is anyone else in your circus a trained knife thrower? As far as I know, the only one who could do it is or was Hattie. But obviously she couldn't have done this to herself. Obviously. If you have questions about the act, you should ask Aideen about it. She's our fire performer. She was also the one Hattie strapped to the board for the performance. Must take an incredible amount of trust for her to be tied there while someone's throwing knives at her. Excuse me. They were very close. Aideen! Who is Aideen? As far as anyone knows, Hattie's the only one in the circus trained in knife throwing. As far as we know. Alright, looks like I need to find this Aideen later. Anything else? Oh, a mirror! Oh, a mirror! What's the mirror doing there? It's the storage room. They probably just placed it there when they were moving everything from the train. I don't think so. So it's not intentional? I don't believe so. Although what? Sometimes I've seen performers using it to practice for their performance. I've heard it's helpful to observe your form. That's what I thought. Okay. So what happened? What tea did I miss? So, I am a detective here investigating the death of Hattie, the magician. This lady right here. What it sounds like is she was strapped to this board, which she usually has someone else strapped there. They set up the mirror to watch themselves murder her, as far as I'm picking up right now. And we don't know for sure that they stabbed her by throwing the knife. It's possible that they just came up and, very possible. The mirror is in the exact right position for someone facing Hattie to be looking at their own reflection. Yeah, this is definitely personal. Someone hated her being in the spotlight and wanted to be the one replacing her, I would assume. Ooh. And we have Alice, who's real upset about the idea of being replaced, or her being replaced. Okay. I think we're finding it out. Is it really a coincidence? Is it placed for practice? Some kind of twisted enjoyment? There's no way to know yet. I think there's some way to know. Looks like I've got everything except for her, I guess. Her hair's a little messy, but the room and her clothing look pretty tidy. Was there bleeding from the wrists when they were bound by the ropes? I don't think so. And were there any other visible wounds other than the knife? Nothing clearly visible, no. No trauma on the head or neck? No. Curious. What are you thinking? Well, there's no sign of a struggle in the scene. If she tried to fight back, at least she would have messed up the room and her clothes a little bit. No, you're absolutely right. She trusted the person who tied her up. We're solving it! Oh my god, this is bad. If it's Alice, I'll be so sad. If the killer was holding the knife when they fought, she would have had defensive wounds on her hands. So either she was unconscious or she agreed to be bound. I initially thought someone would have attacked her from the back, but that doesn't appear to be the case. I resist the urge to reach for the back of my own head. Different MO then. Yeah, so it's not the same attacker. Alright, I think that's all I have about the photo. Okay then, you can keep the photo. Oh, thank you. That's convenient. Yeah, if you can't give me an actual crime scene, I just have one request. What? Please don't show it to people unless it's for a good reason. She was their friend, after all, and I'd hope to spare as many of them from seeing her like that. But at least one of them has seen the crime scene, right? The person who discovered her? How long after the initial discovery was this photo taken? The photo was taken by the police after they arrived, which was quite late, the day after the body was first discovered. Her eyes were open! I can't trust that nothing was disturbed between the discovery and taking the photo. At least let me show it to the people who saw the initial crime scene. Fair enough. Echo, our puppeteer, was the one that discovered Hattie's body. You can ask him if anything is different in the photo. Okay. Echo, the puppeteer. Oh, he looked creepy. He was the one with the long hair. So about what happened. Can you walk me through what happened from the beginning? When did the murder take place? We arrived at Tulgi this Monday before sunrise. It took most of the day to set up, so I gave everyone the rest of the day off. I made a trip into town and had some business to deal with at the bank, a few investors to meet with. It was raining like hell that afternoon, and the road got very muddy. Raining! Raining! Okay, raining, and the only place they had set up at that point was a tent, was one single tent. Paying attention. Also, her hair was messy. I don't know when that's gonna come back. I know something's there. It was almost 9 p.m., and everyone was waiting for me. That was when they told me Hattie was dead. Oh, he was gone! Oh, so it could have been any of the performers except for him? One of our performers, Echo, found Hattie in the storage room. Her pulse was already gone by then. Did they call the police? I called later that night. Wait, someone had been killed, but they waited until you were back to contact the authorities? It's the circus, man. Mr. Jones, I know it might seem strange, but you have to understand. In the circus, we are very guarded people. Yeah, I've watched American Horror Story Freak Show. Most of us haven't had many pleasant interactions with law enforcement. God, your privilege is showing, Mr. Jones. Usually, we try to resolve our issues internally. This is not a simple fight or theft. It's far beyond what any of us are accustomed to. We were all in shock. So I insisted on calling them. I understand, but then why hire a private investigator if the police are on it? He pauses, pressing his lips together. I can almost see the amount of force needed to unclench his jaw and respond. I called them on Monday night. They showed up here the next day. They claimed the body, took some of the photos, and asked everyone a couple questions. Haven't heard from them since. Not a single update? I called them yesterday to ask if I could have a copy of the autopsy report. They stonewalled me. Do you know why they're ignoring this case? Corruption? Laziness? Prejudice? Take your pick. Frankly, I don't care much for their reasoning. In my business, you learn very quickly you can't buy respect from those who have none. Creative solutions, though, those are always for sale. Y'all write that down. That is incredibly good advice right there. In my business, you learn very quickly you can't buy respect from those who have none. Creative solutions, though, those are always for sale. And that's where I come in. And that's where you come in. So, you still don't have the autopsy report. I can call them again, but at this point I wouldn't hold my breath waiting for it. That means you don't have a clear time of death? I believe the last time everyone saw her was around 5 p.m. A few of my workers saw her coming out of a trailer. No one knew where she went afterward, until Echo found her at 7 p.m. Okay, 2 hours! We got a 2-hour window for the missing dead person. We're figuring it out. Hi, Vampy Boy. Hello, I'm a bit late. What did I miss? We are playing a detective solving a murder mystery at a circus. I am probably getting to a point where I'm gonna take a break here in a second. Where I'll probably call it for today, but we have an hour and a half of content here, and then I'm gonna be playing again, I don't know, maybe later tonight. What if I went live again, chat? Oops. And can we be sure that the time frame is reliable? Yes, both can be corroborated by others. You said it was raining that afternoon, correct? Do you remember when the rain started and stopped? It didn't start until I got to town, so about 4? It had already ended when I got back. And how was the weather these past few days? Not a drop since. Good. That gives us a pretty solid window. I can ask around, see what everyone's doing during that time period. Okay, we got info. Looking for an alibi, right? It probably won't lead to an arrest, but it should eliminate a few suspects. Good to know. The suspects are scattered about doing their own things in the circus. I need to find each of them and inquire about what they were doing at the time of Hattie's death. Okay, about the victim. Did Hattie have any enemies? Anyone get into any fights with her lately? Hard to imagine anyone wanting to kill her. Ah, that's what they all say. Those are the hardest ones. We're a close-knit group. We've been performing everywhere together been performing together every night for quite some time now. It's difficult to envision anyone here killing anyone else. What about someone outside the circus? We tour the country, never stay in one place for long. It's extremely unlikely that my crew have any entanglements from anyone in this town. So which way would you lean? Outsider or fellow performer? I don't know what to think, Mr. Jones. I understand. That's understandable. I'm thinking over everything. Do I know my people as well as I think I do? What could I have missed? Why her? Why now? Is something going on in my circus I don't know about? For the next stream, you should do Poppy Playtime like last night. What? Like a sequel? The sequel to Poppy Playtime? Should I play the next one, chat? Perhaps. I did have a good time. That was fun. Look, detective. I'm not a foolish man. That I'm sure of. You can't get to where I am, being who I am, without a certain level of instinct and intellect. I pride myself on knowing things, and that usually gives me an advantage in this business. How many train cars do we need to carry all the equipment? How many more stops do we make before winter? How many tickets do we need to sell to keep this business running? I know the answer to all of these questions like the back of my hand, as I should. But only a foolish man would make judgments on what they don't know. And I know I can't trust my perspective on this. Damn, he's smart. That's okay. That's what I'm here for. Look, rationally, I know the person who did it was here before the show ever opened. Probably has a personal grudge and has access to storage areas. All signs of someone in your crew. Yes. If. I feel like I know what you are going to ask. Hypothetically, what would you say the killer's motive could be? I'm afraid I'm not the best person to ask. It's your circus. Generally, I try to refrain from interfering too much with the interpersonal relationships. I'm afraid my meddling could do more harm than good. The performers would surely be able to tell you more about this than I ever could. However, whether they will be entirely forthcoming with you is another matter. Well, that's for me to worry about. You just need to tell me who I need to talk to. You want to talk to the other performers, and our mechanic. Excuse me, Alice. They're the ones that know her best. Oh, and there's one more person you should be aware of. I'm sure you... Oh, I missed something. Whoops. I nod. I missed something, but I'm nodding and I don't know. We can't announce the death yet, but for obvious reasons, we're under a lot of pressure. The show must go on, as the saying goes, so I had an idea. Uh-oh. It's never good when they have ideas. What sort of idea were we talking about? I hired someone to pretend to be Hattie until we get the case figured out. Are you telling me there's a fake version of a murder victim walking around? Well, I told her to keep a low profile, so hopefully you won't even see her. How nice of you to remember to inform me about that. Wouldn't want to think I saw a ghost. I just thought you should be aware. And just where did you manage to find this replacement? Could this person have anything to do with the case? I looked into it, and no, she wasn't anywhere near the circus at the time. That much I'm sure of. So Jackie definitely didn't kill her if she was in Europe. Alright, I think I'm all caught up. How long do I have to solve the case? We leave tonight. Whoa, tonight?! Yes, we're scheduled to stay here for a week. Hattie was found dead on Monday, and I called you on Wednesday. Today is our last day. Oh, God. But, don't you still have a show tonight? We have a show every night. How can you pack up all of this in one night? You haven't seen a circus performance before, have you? You walk into the tent at 7, but by the time you walk out, everything but the big top will be gone. Disappear. Oh, fuck, that's not good. Some people compare it to magic. So I'll only have today to figure things out. It's already 10 a.m., so I have, 12 hours to solve a murder case? Sorry, but I really can't delay anything. The circus's future performers are all scheduled. Well, I should say sorry for my tardiness. When I called your office, you already informed me it's going to take a few days. It's unfortunate, but we can only work with the circumstances we have. I respect that mentality. The big show starts at 7 and ends before 10. The train will start leaving in sections, with the last one departing less than 2 hours after the show ends. Oh, God. So you're telling me any witnesses or evidence I could possibly have will all be gone before midnight? That's right. It's like Cinderella, but instead of a princess, I'm chasing a murderer. Well, when you put it that way. Jeez, okay. Well, we have quite the setup for a murder. Well, it seems like time is short. I'll need anything and everything you can give me about the case. I'll also need to talk to your people. Of course, whatever you need. If they ever manage to send over the autopsy result, I'll let you know as soon as possible. Give everyone a heads up about you being here, and you can talk to anyone yourself. But it is a show day, so they might have responsibilities that keep them busy. Sorry about that. Oh, and there's one more thing. What else? Well, this is a circus. There are certain trade secrets we need to protect. What does that mean? It means there are certain areas only available to members of the circus, and I'd prefer it stayed that way. You hired a detective, yet you want to keep all of your secrets? Not all of them. Only the stable and backstage areas are off limits. And do not go barging into people's private rooms on the train without permission. They tend to be very territorial. So I'm going to the stable and I'm going backstage, is what you're telling me. I'm beginning to think you don't even want me to solve this case. Look, Mr. Jones, I haven't been completely honest with you up to this point. Oh, I have, despite my hesitancy, so I will give you one hard truth now. Hattie is dead. There's nothing I can do to change that, including catching who did it. Tensions are running high, and the best thing I can do is keep things running as usual and maintain a sense of normalcy for my people. I've been through enough goodbyes to know that change is the last thing folks want at this moment. So yes, of course I care about solving this case. Wouldn't have called you here otherwise, but I do care about it more than keeping... Oh, but do I care about more than keeping the circus running and keeping everything from falling apart? No. Well, you are the client. I'll work through your restrictions. Can't guarantee how much they'll impede the work, though. That's all I ask for. I know the conditions are difficult. Just do your best. I always do. All right, chat. Holy cow. Okay, we've moved on to the next hour. I'm going to take a big old breather now. I'm going to pause. We're swapping back to Jackie. Okay, I'm going to say save. Ooh, oh, perfect. Well, that's good to know. Easy save slots. I love when things have easy save slots. Cool. I'm going to pause the game for now, and I'm going to save there. Thank you so much for joining me for this stream. We got our jammy music back. Hold up. No worries, chat. I won't restrict you from your jammy music. Thanks for watching. I know that this was a somewhat later stream today, but I hope that you guys are jamming. I'm going to send you guys over to Will, because I need to get back in the zone of actually rating people, and Will rated us yesterday, so I'm going to send you guys over to Will. Thank you so much for hanging out. I might be live again today, who knows, because it's honestly pretty early for me. If not, I'll be live tomorrow. Don't worry, we're going to play more of this game, probably a little more Minecraft, maybe a little more Suck Up. I'm a big fan of Suck Up. I'm really enjoying it. So thank you so much for joining me. Love you all. Have a great rest of your day. Happy Friday. Bye-bye. Bye-bye.